It's a T20. Australia need 15 runs from the last over. I just want to know if my man Archer is coming through.
Oh, mate, you know what? That's really good, but whoever comes out.
Oh, bro, you got to see what Archer's wearing. Man is wearing 2 heavy gold-plated chains, bro. And like nothing.
While he bowling?
Oh, yeah, while he's bowling.
Who's coming? Cunning. Oh, mate.
Who's bowling?
Actually, that guy's brutal, man.
Who's bowling? Oh, no, it's not Archer, bro. It's not Archer. It's the other guy, Curran. Oh, man.
Oh, it's a super overs as well.
Ooh, okay. Bro, we gotta actually have this dot ball. First is about dot ball.
Hey. Oh my God. Mate, that's 5 balls.
Bro, we could. I can't believe that England are in this position. I cannot believe it. He's gonna swing in. He's gonna swing.
Two more dots. Two more dots.
But look at it from Australia, bro. He needs to swing now. He swung. Oh my God! I knew he was gonna swing. Fuck, man, you watch it yourself. Bro, I knew he had to take the risk. You knew he was gonna swing.
He's got bat on that. What a shot that is.
Oh, man.
He's connected with one. It's gone all the way to maximum. That brings them back in. What's it now? 9 from 4. 6 months without it. Just
oh, man. See, that's the thing, man. One ball changes the game right here.
But not even 4, man. Straight
man, he need a couple more dot balls and we need a wicket. We need to get this Stoinis guy out.
9 off 4. Suddenly, you feel like Australia now should win.
Oh.
Man.
What is this, man? Oh my God. Come on, guys. Archer. Come on, Archer.
What do you mean? Archer ain't even.
This should have been Archer's over, man.
I think
this should have been Archer.
Yeah, but Archer bowled out, bro. He's bowled. I think he bowled all his 5 overs. Okay.
What is it? Sorry, guys. The thing is, there's a little lag, so we might the reaction's going a bit.
Yeah, I mean, need 9 from 3. See that?
Bro, he's swinging big time though. Big dick.
He has to. He has to. There's no other choice.
Big dick swinging.
I think. Yeah. Bro, that's it. They can't even take singles anymore. There's no single game. They need to swing, and this guy needs to stay on strike because the other guy is, I think, is a bowler, right?
Yeah.
All right. This is the ball. This is the ball, bro. This is the ball.
This is the ball. Come on, guys. Come on. If this ball counts, this is your life. This is your life. This is what your mama gave you life. What is it?
Oh, man.
6.
Watch it. Watch it. Watch it. No, it's not.
Fuck. Game over, is it? He swung. Oh, God. They missed it.
Bro, I don't think there was no one there. There was no one there.
How did they miss it?
Yeah, I didn't catch that.
How did they miss it?
I think there was no one there, but come on, they should have finished it, didn't it? Someone. They were looking at each other.
Bro, it was.
They were looking at each other. Someone had to catch that, bro. It's game over. These stupid.
Bro, he was in the air for like half an hour, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Archer was reluctant because he saw other guy coming through.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, what's this? What's this? Okay, bro. Moment of truth. Guess what? 1 ball, 5 runs to it. If they hit a 4, it's super over. If they hit a 6, it's a win.
They must get back for 2. They do.
So just to clarify, Australia need 5 from 1 ball.
Bro, that's bad. He's gonna swing big time, innit?
There's no other way. He's gonna swing. Oh my god, man! I don't want to see a 6 right now.
What? We lost it.
No, I don't know. They're preparing. They're taking hella long.
Great comeback from England. Yeah, no interest as well. Go for your Yorker. Don't bowl that one over waist high. That'll be a free hit after that.
Yeah, man.
Carry on.
What are you saying, dude?
It's still going on, man. It's about to bowl it.
Has he got one blowing him? Let's be honest.
Hey, let me witness this, all right? Let me
Yeah,
witness this. Don't show any reaction.
so I will show 0 reactions.
Team delivery and nearly second. He's so don't want him to as well, though, Nash. He's so don't want him to. 4 for a super over, 6 for a win. I'm not sure how they're going to get 5.
How is it super over if it's 4?
It'll be a draw.
Here
Oh,
we
yeah.
go. Tom Curran, what have you got? Marcus Stoinis, what have you got?
Oh.
He's gone with the Yorker. What a collapse that is from Australia. What a
Bro!
Yeah! We won it, bro. Bro, listen.
Oh
When
my God!
When I turned this game on, like,
What a game, man.
bro, 1 hour ago.
Game.
Bro, listen, when I turned this shit on an hour ago, there was no way England should be winning this. There's no way.
Oh, mate. You know what? That is. You know what, man? This is one thing England have managed to perfect is that
Developed, they developed that over time. The winning.
Yeah, and then also working under pressure.
Yeah.
And they don't panic, man.
Yeah.
And if you see like so many games, they just go like solid. They execute the plan and they keep the plan and go about it. Bro, they have been a massive rebuild in the team, man. But do you remember back in the
Hold
old
on. Before we go, hey, welcome to the Curious Tamil podcast. We're just talking about cricket. We just watched a bit of England versus Australia T20 where England won. And you know, it's a game they shouldn't be winning, but they just won it. It's crazy ending. You know how T20 cricket works. But yeah, man, you're right. Like England, the last couple of years, their winning mentality came. Remember when we grew up, like the respect for England team was non-existent. There wasn't even there. Like we never looked at them as ruthless winners. But now, bro, like with the World Cup and everything, they have this belief, and they kind of changed their identity, which is nice to see.
Bro, the only team I think which can go and face any team and like walk around like big dicks is English team. At the moment, you know, even with India, India get fear with England because England can destroy.
I don't know if England is that fearful, man. Like I still fear Australia.
No, man. England has developed such a alpha team, bro. It's like people like Ben Stokes, Archer, bro. Even like guy like what's it called now, mate?
Morgan.
Yeah, Morgan and all these guys, man. And you know what? They're bringing young energy as well. They're bringing so much young energy.
Yeah. For me, I don't really see them as the alpha, but I see them as clinical. You know, like they're just clinical. For me, the alpha team in my lifetime has always been Australia. As like because even today's game, if you see those guys, Warner and Smith, like they are like elite batsmen. Like even the knock, if you go back and watch the replay today, what Warner, the way he played, man, he scored a 50. He was the opening batsman who scored a 50, and it's ridiculous, bro. And you know, remember like back in the days, man, like when Australia won like 3 World Cups in a row. You remember that team? Steve Waugh, Mark Waugh. What other bowlers were there? You remember? Oh man, that was Glenn McGrath.
Shane Warne,
Brett Lee. Bro, that team.
Man, the thing is, do you know back in the days when we were sitting in India and we used to watch these things and Australia used to destroy every single fucking country.
Bro, there's no question. You just bow down to Australia. You just bow down.
You just literally get on your knees, suck that dick, boy.
Bro, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like, I used to fear any team, like when India used to play Australia and everything. And man, if you look at like their personalities, like remember like Matthew Hayden, like then there were so many players, man. Adam Gilchrist, then even the next wave after that. I don't know if you remember thingy. What's his name? I forgot his name. But yeah, man, it's
right.
Like,
even now they got a really good team.
Yeah.
Look, they're running what 20, 30 years. They still got a really good team.
They still got it, man. They still got it. Like Steve Smith is like the number one batsman still, and I like, bro, that guy is he's a different level. And same with thingy Warner as well. But yeah, man. But it's nice to see in our life.
But you gotta understand. You gotta understand one thing about Sri Lanka, India, compared to these things. Another aspect, man. I know a lot of people wouldn't like to hear this, but you know what, man? Physically, these guys are stronger. The thing is, we use technique, but if you watch these guys closely, especially Australia, bro, they put power. They will power, and I think the way they train, how their body's built, they have the physical benefit, and that's no doubt about this.
Some kind of genes playing athletic.
Genes plays a role, bro. You tell me, for example, one player from India or Sri Lanka who is physically strong, like for example, name me a best Batman.
I get your point. You're talking like players like I forgot his name. This physically strong Australian player. But even like if you say Chris Gayle, Chris Gayle,
that's physical strong.
Yeah, that's stupid. Strong.
And you can't match any players from India.
Yeah, but that's the beautiful part of this game where, when
you can use the technique to overcome that physical.
Yeah, I mean, you use what you got and master that. So use the other part. And if you see Chris Gayle, he has lacking heavy on the other side. He's like a one-trick pony. He's good at that, but he can't come in the middle order and keep steady the ship.
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
True. But this is where Australia are winning because they got the physical strong plus the skill.
Yeah,
the skill.
And also, it's it's predominantly white people in Australia, man. I think that's the only country which still white-dominated country which still supports cricket as well. And most of them their main sport cricket at all. It's nice to see one of those countries being.
Right, but then think about it as well, man. England,
Oh yeah, I forgot about England.
but still, majority of the players are white though. I mean, white. What? Literally, only now we got this Ali and Rashid literally coming to the squad.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it was. But you know what, man? I heard interviews where people say if you're brown in the English team, it's so hard to go in.
Yeah.
Because you know what? There's a massive culture and then also a diplomatic thing going on.
I mean, it's kind of like a posh game, right? It's kind of like a posh game,
and it's run by big dogs. We don't even know.
Yeah, I guess there's a hierarchy system where you got to break through. It's not like in Asia where. Even Australia apparently is the same. A small alleyway and they will start playing cricket. Kids are playing cricket. You don't see that here, bro. You have to have access to a ground. Only way you play cricket
is... You see that in the country clubs here. Welcome to the country clubs.
And guess
country
what?
Clubs, you sit there like these. Country clubs.
Bro, you need to have some kind of a membership in the country club. You gotta have.
Bro, you know what, man? I played other day. I played cricket on the car park. People look weird, like what the fuck these guys doing? Even though the cricket is born in this country.
Yeah, exactly, bro. The other day I was watching the Steve Waugh interview about how he started playing cricket. And he was saying it's just his driveway, and that was the culture in Australia. Like, how crazy is that? That's nice to hear, right? Like, it's kind of like the same culture which connects people. Like, you know, you play in that makes sense why it's one of the number one sports here. Here, it's like the number 3 or number 4 sports, right? Like, and hardly anyone watches cricket here, bro.
Right, it's the same as in Brazil, man. Brazil, anywhere you see people kicking about football. You know what I mean? And guess what? Brazil is cricket is their blood. You know, and
you mean
football is their blood. Yeah, football is their blood. And then the same thing with India and Sri Lanka. In India and Sri Lanka as well. Anywhere you go, you see people holding bats.
Bro, like the smallest spot you got, you're just gonna make the most of it in a plastic ball, or you use sticks as stumps, and you're just gonna do it.
Boom, bro. How many times we came? We came to your place and we played cricket in a room.
Bro, 100%, bro. I remember, I have so many memories playing cricket in a room, and those were one of the best. But we change the rules. It's only underarm bowling, or it's a plastic ball, and you just make it happen, isn't it, bro?
You just change the rule
to
adopt to the plays. You know what I mean? I remember you threw the clipboard on my face.
Did I? Oh, we played with the clipboard. Boy, that's like a big thing when we are growing up in Asia as well. Like, clipboard is a bat, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, you use like clipboard.
That's a big ass bat, actually.
Bro, I remember back in the days, like after exam periods, people have the clipboards, and they use the clipboards as bats to play cricket, bro. Like, it's unreal.
Even though you're about to fail that exam.
Bro, you just look forward for the clipboard cricket out here. But it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But then right now, it's with the IPL, man, like it changes the game, because you see all those talents from different, like the physical from these guys, the technical from these guys, all combining together to form of a team. Yeah. And these teams are super teams, man. These are like, then they got the best.
It's like Avengers bringing everything together. You know
well, bro, it's 100% Avengers. Imagine that, man. You got the aspect play. But it is crazy, man. It's crazy.
But hands down, guys. What's your thoughts, guys? I think 2020 T20 is the best game to watch. It's quick. It's no dragging, and you get the action, fully packed action game. You know what I mean? And you know, everybody trying to bat, bowlers are ready, and I think T20 is the best place to start.
Yeah,
especially if someone want to start cricket as a new thing. You know what I mean? As a new sport they want to see. If they start with test matches, man, they're gonna get bored.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They're not gonna survive that. Yeah, T20 is a great place to start, and like majority of the games end up being like you need a couple of 5 runs from one ball, or 10. Like it goes to the wire, it goes to the end ball, and that's very entertaining, man. It's very entertaining. But it's funny, man. You know what the crazy part is? When I've seen so many cricketers interview, and the professional cricketers, you know what their favorite format is? Test cricket. It's so odd, but I get their point, because I always had this negative thing about test cricket. It's like boring. Why are they even playing it? Because I didn't get it. But then I started, like, I watched couple, then I get it. So it's like the way they see it is, they see it as war. Day one, we go to war as a team. We do the best we can. Like, this is what happened. You know, we stay there. We, as long as possible, score the most runs as possible. We got out, bang. Then we regroup, re-strategize. Day 2 with bowling. You know what I mean? It adds another dimension to it.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. As a team spirit and as a team thing, test is just a great thing. But as an audience perspective, you got to track a lot.
No. But then there are people who prefer test.
Yeah, man. There are people who camp for these things. But
they
majority,
love that.
man. Especially nowadays, how this world is moving, how quick.
Yeah. For the casual fan, I think T20 makes the best thing. But I can't wait for the IPL, bro. Like,
IPL is coming through.
But
guys, you know what? We're gonna be catching a lot of T20 games. We're gonna be doing reactions. We're gonna be giving like running commentary, what's going on, and you know, it's just another perspective of how people see this game and also how we react to these things. We just need to sort out this, this live. When you watch to get the live recording and the live game, sometimes the lags happen. So this is why
we'll figure out, man. I don't think we're ready for the live stream anyway. I think we will just do reaction and see, how it goes. But bro, talking about sports, man, I was watching this Michael Jordan documentary, Netflix, The Last Dance. Man,
yeah,
bro, I just finished watching it the other day though. It has like 10 episodes. Watched the last, bro. That's some legendary shit, bro. Apparently he was kind of an asshole to his teammates, but it's like he was trying to motivate everyone at the same time. Like Carrie, like when you're shooting for the stars, and when everyone around you is not there shooting with you, you are kind of the leader. It's your responsibility to carry everyone with you, innit? So there's this part where everyone is like, yeah, he's a good guy. I'm glad he was hard on me, but he was a bit of an asshole. He will push you in training sessions. He will be so hard on you, but he's saying how he was so conscious. He was trying to make you better. You know what I mean? Trying to make you better, so he goes back, looks at these footages, and he starts a bit getting emotional, and he's like, man, listen, like, winning has a price. Winning has a price, and you gotta pay it one way or another. And that was some deep shit. And then he got emotional, and he just took a break from that scene. So what do you think about that, man? Like, it's like there are levels, but certain levels, I feel like you gotta go. Like, is it even worth it, man? Is it worth it? Like, I feel like at this point of my life, maybe when you're younger, that was in his 20s, you can do those things. And you can be a bit of an asshole to people just so you can obtain that one goal. But looking back, like right now, I don't think I can do that. Like, I can't,
Right. You can take it in two different ways, man. In my opinion, this is what, there's so many dimensions we can talk about this, but I know your goal is something, you want to go somewhere, but it does not give you a right to be an asshole to another person. And this is what happened with Steve Jobs. This is what happened with Mark Zuckerberg as well. A lot of people complain about, this is what happened to Jeff Bezos, because they have bigger goal and they turn into an asshole. And sometimes, you know what? This asshole energy you give out can come back really bad to you. And it can come back and bite you in the ass because you're putting out such a negative energy. Because at the end of the day, your journey is that. Look, I don't want to disrespect his legend title or anything, right? But that is your journey. Being number one, whatever, you want to achieve something, whatever, that's your journey. Might not be somebody else's journey. That's not how somebody else sees life. But you being an asshole to that person just because he's not tagging along with you is not the right way to deal with, or how to get your crown, man.
Yeah, that's a good point. I like when you said, like, so your asshole energy could actually outlive the achievement. So let's say,
guess what? Guess when Steve Jobs died, guess what the people said? Oh, he was a fucking
That's the thing. But in Steve Jobs' head at the time, he would have seen this crazy invention. This iPhone is going to be the biggest technology advancement I'm going to give to humanity.
You no rights to be an asshole to another person.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
that's your plan. That's your idea. That's your achievement. Give you no right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so in his head, he would have been like, "Oh wow, so it's okay for me to be in a bit of an asshole because I'm gonna give this, and later everyone is gonna be grateful for me." Like, I think that's how these kind of people justify it stuff.
That's how they justify. That's how they tell the story to themselves.
But that's the thing. Hold up. But the thing is what you said as well. The asshole energy could actually last longer than the iPhone thing. because then there's
Exactly.
the next guy is gonna come do the next whatever new invention, and that's gonna die. But that asshole energy and that vibration
Put out there will live forever.
is gonna live forever.
This is what people are gonna remember you. This is what the people are gonna remember you for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't think Jordan was that bad compared to Steve Jobs. I think like Jordan is kind of different because those teammates came knowing this is a competitive business. This is competition. We are in competition right now, you know. So when you win, and it's kind of slightly different. But these guys, especially in corporations and stuff, I get it, because the Steve Jobs thing it's sad. It's sad that a lot of people are talking.
And guess what, man? And guess what? And it was an ugly ending. It was an ugly ending. People were suffering from this guy. People were suffering. Family members were suffering, and it ended ugly. And there are people said it's literally, "Oh, I'm glad that guy is gone."
And the
you
fact
don't want that energy.
Bro,
you don't want to carry that energy,
bro. And the fact that after you're gone, they're making movies making you look like an asshole. Bro, come on, man. Like, why would you even like, you know what I mean? How that's again a sad thing again, you know. But
there are people, there are achievers, inventors. There are people who are still good guys, right? But there are people as well, achievers, inventors, creators, assholes. You got to understand that not every inventors, every legends are assholes. There are good people.
But sometimes you get assholes who are not even inventors. They're just a supervisor. For us, just a supermarket supervisor, and this guy acting like he's Steve Jobs are here.
Bruh, you know what? Those are the ones with the small dicks, man. You know what? I have experienced that personally when I was just stepping my, trying to start my journey, and because they and most of these guys come at these supervisors, man. They get kicked out of it by kicking somebody down.
I think, and also like they've been programmed the wrong way. They think this is how you climb the ladder. I think they see it like, okay, this is how I become the next box. I don't know. Maybe that works depends on the company, like a corporation. But how crazy is that? We're talking about Jordan and Steve Jobs. This guy in Tesco supervisor acting like, hey.
And then you know what? I'm acting on guys who just join as a part-time, just trying to get their bills paid before they finish their uni, and you acting on these guys just like that, you will get shanked, man. You get shanked.
Like it's sad, right? At least that, you know what I mean. I guess so. The point is like it happens in all levels, right?
It happens in every level, man. It happens in every level.
But what is it about like? It's not even men, it's women as well. I know I've worked with women who are a bit trying to be extra as well. So it's
extra, and guess what? The most thing I notice is people insecurities. If they have any sort of insecurities and their managers and their supervisors, they will give it to you, man. People with low insecurities are the one who misuse these power, right?
Yeah.
So right, when I was working at this previous company, I don't want to name any company name. So working in this company, and then he was like a head of IT, and I joined, and there was like 4 or 5 guys, and this guy used to bully people, man. This guy used to bully people, and he especially used to pick on one guy. And he's autistic, but he's really intelligent, but he's like autistic guy. You know, autistic people, like, they might not say that. And he used to fucking destroy him on daily stand-up meeting. And guess what? Because he was personally going through divorce, the wife was fucking some other dudes, and he was overweight as well. And again, man, you know how is this? I have this thing for this. You know, people would, if you don't take care of yourself, you know, we talked about this in the previous episode, and he let himself down because he used to be a fit guy, and that thing comes in, and then because of that, the insecurity, what happening is, and then I saw that coming through. So we sat down on the table, we were having a meeting. So somehow we got, so he never been actually bad to me, right? He always like, hey, all right, you know, this is what we're doing, blah, blah, blah. Obviously I was new as well there. And I see that, and imagine in a meeting, you're sitting down and you're watching someone getting destroyed, and then you see that, you know, like that person, that autistic person, you see that, right, it's like a little boy, right? He doesn't even know why this guy getting angry, and you know, he's giving it to you. And
was it like over silly stuff as well, like
over silly stuff, man, over silly stuff. Sometimes he just make up shit just to shadow him. You know what I mean? And one time, like, somehow he didn't like this, that I worked with another team member, and he's like, oh, you first finish my work, basically with what I request, and then you collaborate with somebody else. I'm like, what are you trying to say? This is part of my job spec. And so this is where I know he's just taught. So the meeting was done, right? Meeting was done. So I'm like, everyone gone, and then I closed the door. Hey man, let me have a word with you, right? Because I didn't like the way you approached me. Let me have a word with you. I just wanted to see what's wrong with that, bro. This guy turned into something else. Oh, I wasn't meaning anything. I wasn't even saying anything. All I said, I closed the door and I'm like, hey, let me have a word with you. You know what I mean? All I'm gonna say, like, look.
So before, was it like he said that in front of other people? Was it?
Other people, when I closed the door, just one-to-one with him.
Yeah, he just wanted to show his long dick. And front, you know.
Long dick, and guess what? It turned out to be real small. And then guess what, man? He never messed with me after that.
Yeah.
And guess what? He ended up getting fired because he fucked it up. And then guess what? It shows you. It shows you he's not capable of doing his job. It shows you
it comes down to, like, it's a danger. Those are dangerous people, because, man, it's like, you gotta be. I've been in that place when I was young, like, you know, with insecurities, and it takes a lot of self-awareness and analysis to grow confident in your own skin and who you are, right? Like, I feel like it's a journey and evolution itself, right? Like, everyone goes through that, and it's sad when you see adults who haven't gone through that and they're still stuck in that place. And
a toxic manager can fuck up your journey real big. He can destroy your confidence. And then when you, this for any young guys coming up, if you spot a toxic manager or toxic, you got to cut it out straight. You got to be straight up with this guy, approach him, tell him you don't like the way you talk to him. And if anything, if it doesn't change, move on, change the job. Because toxic managers can damage you for years. And you guess what? You could be moving up to your job next year because of the toxic. And if you stayed in the same place, that can destroy you for the next 5 years easily.
But yeah, man, talking about them though, man, like the fact, I always, when I see people like that, I just feel sad for them in a way. Like, oh, what? Hold on,
it is, man.
I mean, like, you're stuck in this thing, and you don't know, like, you know what I mean? Like, growing to be confident who you are, man. I feel like that's a gift. Like, that's a miracle, you know? It's really a gift, and you're so comfortable who you are and how your life is, so you don't project anything to anyone.
I think we've gone out of the timeline.
All right, man. Let's wrap it up. Hey guys, thank you for
almost an hour, right? Wow.
Nah, but then you will cut it off. We cut off the early cricket part. But anyway, guys, this is the Curious Idiots. No, it's the Curious Tamils, aka Curious Idiots, aka Where's Nimmadi? Everything under the whole roof. So thank you for watching. We will see you next week. Peace out.
Subscribe, comment, subscribe, guys. Share it with your people. This is new content coming every week. And thank you.
Thank you. Curious Idiots. No, Curious Tamils.